The rise of P. Diddy from Harlem streets to hip-hop mogul. From the gritty streets of Harlem to the glitz and glamour of the music industry, few names have left as big a mark on pop culture as P. Diddy. But how did a young man named Sean Combs rise to the top of an industry so ruthless? Today, we're diving deep into the early life of P. Diddy, from his childhood struggles to his groundbreaking success as a music mogul and producer. Get ready to discover how this self-made icon built an empire. Sean Combs is an American rapper, record producer, and record executive who was born on November 4, 1969. He is also known by his stage name Diddy, formerly Puff Daddy and P. Diddy. He is a three-time Grammy Award winner who is recognized for discovering and nurturing musical talents like Usher, Mary J. Blige, and the Notorious B.I.G. He was arrested in September 2024 on charges of transportation for prostitution, trafficking by force, and racketeering. Prior to starting his own record company, Bad Boy Records, in 1993, Combs, who was born in Harlem and grew up in Mount Vernon, New York, served as a talent director at Uptown Records. After the success of his first signee, the Notorious B.I.G., for whom he worked as manager and hype man, he started his recording career. No Way Out, 1997, Combs' first studio album, was praised by critics, reached the top of the Billboard 200, and was certified triple platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. The album's singles Can't Nobody Hold Me Down and I'll Be Missing You both peaked at #1 on the US Billboard Hot 100, with the latter becoming the first hip-hop song to do so. His fourth album, Press Play, 2006, peaked at the top of the Billboard 200, while his second and third albums, Forever, 1999, and The Saga Continues, 2001, both peaked at #2. He has worked as a producer for other media, including MTV's reality series, Making the Band. He launched the clothing retailer St. John in 1998, for which he won Menswear Designer of the Year from the Council of Fashion Designers of America in 2004, having previously been nominated in 2000. Combs served as brand ambassador for the liquor brand Ciroc from 2007 to 2023 and co-founded the television network Revolt in 2013. He is one of the wealthiest musical artists. He reached an out-of-court settlement with Cassie Ventura, his ex-partner, after she brought a multi-million-dollar ex-assault lawsuit against him in late 2023. Many claimants who claim that Combs had abused them between 1991 and 2009 filed civil cases over the course of the following few months, and as of October 2024, many more are in the planning phases. As part of their investigation, the Department of Homeland Security seized a number of Combs-related properties in March 2024. Surveillance footage of Combs severely abusing Ventura at a hotel was made public in May 2024. Combs apologized for the attack in public. He was charged with trafficking, racketeering, and the creation of a criminal enterprise in which he abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his desires, protect his reputation, and concealed his conduct. After a federal grand jury in Manhattan in September 2024 indicted him, Combs is being kept in federal detention at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn while awaiting trial after being denied bail twice. May 5, 2025 is when his trial is scheduled to begin. Early life of P. Diddy. His father, Melvin Earl Combs, was a member of the U.S. Air Force and a friend of convicted New York drug dealer Frank Lucas. His mother, Janice Combs Nee Smalls, was a model and teacher's assistant. He was raised in Mount Vernon, New York. When Combs was 2 years old, Melvin, then 33, was shot and killed while seated in his automobile on Central Park West. Combs was raised in poverty and has a sister. Combs was an altar boy who was brought up Catholic. In 1987, he received his diploma from the Catholic all-boys Mount St. Michael Academy. In 1986, his squad won a division title while he was a football player for the academy. Combs claimed that since he would huff and puff in anger, he was nicknamed Puff as a child. Combs departed Howard University following his second year as a business major. The impact of his father's death. Sean was deeply affected by the loss of his father. Sean had no father figure in his early years because Melvin Combs had been shot as he was sitting in his car. He was tormented by this tragedy, but it also strengthened his will to achieve and steer clear of the same risky path. Diddy has spoken about how his father's passing inspired him to succeed throughout his career. Instead of being just another statistic of the harsh reality of Harlem, he aspired to become a success story. His unwavering work ethic and ascent to the top would subsequently be shaped by this resolve. Career beginnings: 1990 to 1996. In 1990, Combs started working as an intern at Uptown Records in New York. Under the direction of label founder Andrew Harrell, he assisted in the development of Jodeci and Mary J. Blige while serving as a talent director at Uptown. Combs was known for hosting parties throughout his college years, some of which drew up to 1,000 guests. In 2016, Usher, who spent a year in New York City with Combs when he was 13, told Howard Stern that Combs' way of life was pretty wild at the time. After a charity basketball game at the City College of New York's Gymnasium in 1991, Combs organized an AIDS benefit with heavy D. 9 individuals were killed in a stampede that broke out because the event was oversold. Combs founded his own company, Bad Boy Records, shortly after being let go from Uptown in 1993. The label then entered into a joint venture agreement with Arista Records. Combs brought Christopher Wallace, also known as the Notorious B.I.G., a signee from Uptown, to the new company. Wallace and Craig Mack both started recording for the label and gained widespread fame, which resulted in the release of the former's debut album and Ready to Die, 1994, the company's first significant project. Carl Thomas, Faith Evans, 112, Total, and Father MC were among the other artists Combs signed to Bad Boy. His in-house production company, The Hitman, collaborated with artists such as Aretha Franklin, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, Usher, and Mariah Carey. Puff Daddy and No Way Out, 1996 to 1998. Combs' first commercial vocal effort as a rapper was published in 1996 under the moniker Puff Daddy. His first hit, Can't Nobody Hold Me Down, peaked at number 1 and remained on the Billboard Hot 100 list for 28 weeks. On July 22, 1997, Bad Boy Records published his debut album, No Way Out. Following the death of the Notorious B.I.G. on March 9, 1997, the album, which was originally named Hell Up in Harlem, underwent a number of alterations. The album featured guest appearances from a number of the label's artists. No Way Out was a huge hit, especially in the U.S., where it sold 561,000 copies and peaked at number 1 on the Billboard 200 in its first week of release. At the 40th Grammy Awards in 1998, Combs received 5 nominations for the album, which ultimately won the Grammy Award for Best Rap Album. The Recording Industry Association of America certified the album 7th Platinum on September 7, 2000. And that's just the beginning of the P. Diddy story. His rise to fame was filled with success, but it wasn't without its share of challenges and controversies. Stay tuned, because in the next part 2, we'll explore the dark clouds that began to gather around his empire and the controversies that threatened to bring him down. Keep watching. This story is far from over. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.